And before we go, Ben, I just wanted to say, again, I really appreciate you being here. And I love how you're an atheist who appreciates Mackey, Sobel, Draper, and you mentioned other ones. And you didn't come on. And I looked into you before. I know who you are, but I talk with a lot of atheists, and they'll say, well, let me show you Dawkins and Harris said this. I'm like, oh, the new atheists are just wholly inferior to this much more.
No, I'm going to stick with Hume. I'm going to stick with Hume and Mackey and Sobel.
Graham Oppy's great too. I also like Thomas Nagel. Nagel's an atheist, right? Yeah.
So Nagel and Parfit have something of a kind of God status to my mind.
Nice.
I think Thomas Nagel is just one of the most brilliant people that's ever lived. I think he's just incredible.
He is. He really is. But yeah, I mean, this was really great for me because I don't know if you've seen any of my YouTube videos and whatnot. I wrote articles on Medium. I mean, I do consider myself a theist, but this problem of evil is really serious, and it needs to be taken seriously. I speak to a lot of Christians and theists who really haven't thought about this. They see evil in the world and says, well, God's with me, but they really haven't thought through this problem that, hey, this is a major issue. So it's important that we have people like you, and all other atheists who really challenge theists and say, hey guys, wake up. I mean, this is a problem.
Well, I hope I'm also returning the favor, because it's certainly very true of my camp that they just don't take cosmological and teleological arguments seriously enough. It's certainly, to my mind, they don't. And I try to push back and be like, there's some very interesting things. Like I said, that there's no one argument from evil. The problem of evil is a family of problems. There's no just one cosmological argument or one teleological argument. There are a family of arguments as well. And so there's just a whole bright discussion to be had there that's very interesting, that I wish my atheist peers would take more seriously. So I'm going to keep I'll keep doing my work with the problem of evil, but I'm also going to do the work on the other side of the camp too.
I mean, and you can tell right when immediately when you're conversing with someone that is not a new atheist. I talk with atheists all the time on the internet, and I could just tell right away that they have not really looked into this robust line of atheist thinkers like we've been talking about.
They wear their red flags on their sleeves.
Yeah. So we need more of this, though. We need more academic atheists and people who are really serious about this, not just you believe in God? Well, haven't you heard he's the flying spaghetti monster, right? Like Dawkins will say. That's just not cool.
You're an atheist. We're both atheists. I just believe in one God less than you. Like, I can't stand that argument. I can't. I hear that argument, and for me it's like just infinite cringe. I just go,
it is.
Ugh.
Yeah that same thing that Dawkins will say. Yeah or imaginary friend, or there's good I think there's good arguments. I mean, this could be shelved for another discussion that you and I have, but I think there are some pretty attractive arguments for the existence of at least a God. Maybe we could talk about, does this God care for us? But just like in a like classical theism, I think there's some convincing arguments for sure. But you got to
also find it weird when I meet people that say they don't want God to exist, and I go, well, wait a minute, we're talking about an infinitely loving being that cares. Like, we would grow. We would grow infinitely into perfect love and goodness. If you were to then ask me, well, what is the best thing for us? What could be a better answer than that?
Exactly. I think there's a lot of anger too, Ben, like nestled up in these new atheists and the internet atheists that you meet. I converse a lot of them, and I really don't. I stopped because there's really no point. They're not open to conversation like you and I have been having, but they seem really angry. A lot of them, just like you said, they don't even want God to exist. It's just like they're really angry people, and you're not going to get anywhere with that. So I just refer them to the relevant literature and say, hey guys, try to study this, watch some more videos, then we can talk next time. But a lot of
sometimes that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. Yeah. But all right, Ben. Well, thanks so much for coming, man. I really had a great time, and I hope to have you back soon. We can talk about some other stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It was an honor to be able to come on, and I love these discussions. I live for these kinds of discussions, and
talk about it all day.
This was great.
Yeah. Ben, thanks a lot, man. Take care.
You too.
Okay. All right. Wait.